This is where Nadia Lee was last seen, at the apartments just beyond that concrete wall. Texas EquiSearch was out here today focusing on this park and complicating the case. Police say her mother was murdered on Tuesday.
On October 18, 2022, officers with the Houston Police Department responded to reports of what they initially called a custody battle between a couple at an extended stay hotel around 8:30 p.m. When the police arrived at the scene, they talked to the couple and were able to settle the dispute without any incident. Then they left. However, later that night, around 11:30 p.m., another call came about the same location, and when the deputies arrived, they found a woman unconscious on the floor. She was then transported to a local hospital, but was later pronounced dead, and during her death investigation, the deputies found out that her 2-year-old child was missing. 22-year-old Nancy Reed is a mother of 5 who was trying to get her life together. She was in a common law marriage with Jaron Lee, 26, who was the father of her children. 2 of her kids were currently in foster care, and she was currently trying to get away from Lee. So she went to stay at an extended stay hotel. On October 14th, Lee went to check out Nadia Lee, his daughter, from foster care, and never brought her back. Nadia was last seen on October 16th at her father's Pasadena apartment complex on South Ritchie Street around 8 p.m. According to Texas EquiSearch, allegedly her father stated he went to take the trash out, and when he returned, Nadia was gone, and he did not report her missing because he believed she was with her mother. Investigators also said Lee was seen on camera near a dumpster for 20 minutes while pushing a stroller, which is definitely odd, and her mother was not the person to check her out of the foster care home. Now on October 18th is when the incident occurred at the extended stay hotel. According to Lee, he stated that he was at the hotel for a little bit, and at some point Reed went to discipline one of the children, and he thought she was choking the child, so he put her in a chokehold and her hands behind her back. Reed started to become free from him, and he wrestled her to the floor and wrapped his legs around her waist and his arms around her neck. He held her in that position until she became unconscious, and that is when he called 911. He was interrogated for hours and eventually charged with murder and is in jail, but has a bond for $250,000. At some point after Nancy's death, investigators were able to find out that Nadia Lee, that belonged to both of them, was missing. However, she was supposed to be in the foster care home. This now has led to the investigation of the disappearance of the 2-year-old, but according to detectives, there was DNA evidence of a crime at the apartment, and police said they were investigating the case as a homicide. According to police, they don't believe it looks good, and at this time, there have been absolutely no sightings of Nadia. There are people who are looking for her, and also they are looking at camera footage and at other things to see if they can find out what happened. When Nadia's dad was interviewed, he did not give any further information besides he believes that she was with her mother. However, the mother's life was taken and she was nowhere to be found. Nora Reed, Nancy Reed's mother and grandmother to Nadia, says she last saw the child a week ago.
It is heartbreaking, it really is. My heart is just broken in half. I hope that we find her and find her alive and well.
Lee stated that he brought the child over to visit grandmother, and he told her that Nadia had been staying with a relative in Louisiana for the past year. So the grandma was not even aware that she was in foster care. Nadia is 2 years old and she was last seen near the 300 block of South Ritchie Street. She may have been wearing a white short-sleeved t-shirt at the time of her disappearance. If you have any information, please contact the Houston Police Department Homicide Division at 714-308-3600 or the Texas EquiSearch at 281-309-9500. And please share this so we can get this information out about this precious 2-year-old child who's missing. My prayers for Nancy Reed's family, because not only do they have to bury a loved one, but now there is a missing child involved, and all this happened within days of each other. Another heartbreaking story. Let's hope he doesn't get bond, and hopefully he speaks, because there's definitely something fishy going on here. So both sides of the families can get closure. May Nancy Reed rest in peace, and may the rest of her 4 children be safe and have love and comfort. And now that they're in the care of Child Protective Services, I hope that they can be adopted together and grow up together. Now they have no mother or father. Nancy was only 22 years young when she lost her life, and to leave behind 5 babies is so sad. She had so much more life to live. I hope full justice is served for her and her missing child. And as always, stay woke. Things change quickly.